Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Happily Booked. I feel like it's been decades. This is some kind of podcast where we believe in reading books and talking about them. So, that was rough. Okay, it is picking me up pretty good. I'm going to take these headphones off. We'll see if I can handle it. That is so weird. Oh, that's weird. Anyway.
Trying something new.
I know. It's like we're just talking. Like normal.
I know.
It doesn't feel like we're recording anything.
It doesn't.
Odd. Okay.
And there's a camera right there.
Hi. New angle today and the following days. So hope y'all enjoy it. I think I like it.
I'd like to know if they like the little window curtains.
Yeah, it's luckily they can't see a whole lot of that because it's not perfect at all. And I know they can see the breaker box.
They can see it?
Yeah, just a little bit. I put this lamp here because I was like, maybe it'll distract people from the breaker box that's behind me. It doesn't matter. Okay. Yeah, we got like books right here. You can see they're actually on top of our mouse pad. And when the books are not here, you can see the mouse pad.
Smart.
Oh, my life is chaos. Life is chaos. Okay.
Sorry, I was updating Storygraph.
That's a requirement. Okay. My Storygraph has just gone wild. Gone wild. Storygraph gone wild. Anyway. All right. So, what's new in your life? Just a brief rundown.
Brief rundown. Nothing.
Normally same. Normally same.
Yeah, you have way more to talk about than I do.
And I don't want to talk about all of it. But we have a new farm. I gotta look at the camera. New farm additions. Are we a farm?
I think you are. It's official now.
I had to look up the definition of farmer because I was like, can I call us farmers? And we can. Just someone who makes a livelihood off of a farm.
Yeah,
I guess so. We have goats.
They're so cute.
They are very cute. We have a mama goat and 2 baby goats, and the babies are just the cutest things on the planet. Mama's not pleased with us. We did snatch up her babies and then snatch her up and ultimately kidnap all of them. No, we did not steal people's goats. They were given to us. We did legally acquire goats, so everything's fine. But yeah, they're Nigerian dwarf goats. They might not be completely pure bred. Oh, I thought that was the dogs. He's laughing.
He's
but I can't recall. I should ask her, the person we got the goats from, if mom is actually fully Nigerian dwarf goat. But I'm pretty sure the babies are both Nigerian dwarf goats. You know how that maths out. But they could be more than her, I guess. And mom's name is Snickerdoodle. I might try to put pictures right here. We'll see what happens. So mom's name is Snickerdoodle, which was her given name from her other family. I don't know what you would call them. Then there's a little baby boy, and his name is Peanut. And every time somebody would ask, I'd say his name is Peanut because he's a boy.
I was waiting for you to say it.
And I don't know if I should say it.
She's like, that's inappropriate for a podcast. Not really.
Because he's got nuts. And then there's a little girl, and her name is Butter. So together they are Peanut Butter. And she'll also maybe make butter one day. So
Snickerdoodles with peanut butter.
yeah. See how it works out. Now, future babies, maybe they'll be chocolate chip. Who knows?
That's cute. Those are cute names.
Anyway.
My chickens and ducks are still unnamed.
I originally wanted to name my chickens, and I'm still not opposed to naming chickens, but at the time we had 10 and they all looked alike, and I was like, I can't name them and not know. That feels wrong. Not know. And so they have been unnamed pretty much this whole time. I had the 3 lighter color ones that were mainly white, but had like some light brown patched in. I think they are the cinnamon queens, but I had 3 of them, so I kept calling them the golden girls. I just kept doing that.
I like that.
I just thought it was funny. All 3 of them would come up to me before anybody else and stuff. So we lost one of them recently. So it's pretty. They're also the craziest. So maybe that's why they came up to me. They're also like the boldest out of the chickens.
That's funny.
So yeah, I'm down to 6 chickens now. But
There's always Tractor Supply.
yeah, and the feed store where I need to go get hay at they were going to get chicks last Friday. So I assume they're still maybe there. This place, they said they had chickens, I think it was 2 Fridays ago, and literally before the week was over, they were all gone.
You know why? Because eggs.
Yes. It's funny. I hope people realize who are getting chickens quickly for eggs that they're not going to have eggs right away.
Yeah, it's going to be a while.
It's going to be a couple months before you get eggs. Brace yourself. But we're getting more chickens in April. So, we already ordered them. I know I've already talked to you about that, and I think I've mentioned it on here. But I don't know how many we're going to actually get, though. We ordered a mystery box, and they say they guarantee 18 alive.
Oh.
But they ship, I think it said 25 to 28.
Oh.
And I'm like, what if they're all alive? Which would be great. I don't actually want to open the box and there be any dead baby chickens.
I know how traumatic for the other baby chickens.
But that would be kind of crazy if they were all alive.
I'll take extras.
Right. So, yeah, and maybe one day I'll get some ducks from you and you can have a goat from me.
My duck swears she's going to have ducklings.
Yeah.
But now I'm worried about her because she hasn't been moving from off the nest.
Mm.
And I've been throwing food at her nest and putting water up underneath the thing. I'm like, if they don't have a certain vitamin, then they can become lame.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, what if she's not moving, not because she's on nesting, but she's not moving because she got lame because she wasn't getting up and eating.
Right.
So now I'm like, should I go out there and... Because the other two, because the other two come at me, not at me, they don't attack me. But they come out and quack at me and stuff. And I see them moving around. But also there's 2 girls. They might be taking turns on the nest. I don't know. I'm worried that she can't move.
Yeah, go out there and pick her up. Just, if she really doesn't want you to pick her up, she'll get up and move.
That is going to be some heavy quacking.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. I know goats make human-like sounds. I know that. But nothing prepares you for it. I picked that baby up and he screamed like it was a child. I laughed so hard and he's just wailing. And then Stetson started crying because Stetson was because it sounds eerily similar to like a child crying. And he was not happy. I was like, everybody's crying. I'm going to start crying. Oh, it was a fun time. So they're just in their little goat barn today. I thought maybe they would want to relax some.
Yeah.
From the stressful
around by people.
Yeah, from the stressful day that was yesterday. They just want to stay in their little barn, their comfy little bedding, eat their food, drink their water, and relax.
Yeah.
Hear us from outside. I don't know.
Get used to your voices before you touch them again.
Yeah. I don't think they're going to let us touch them anytime soon. I'm going to work on it, but whew.
Oh.
Godspeed. Okay. Do you have any hauls?
Yes. Sort of.
Do you have any book hauls?
No.
Okay. What's your other haul?
Cleaning supplies. So
I got a new broom and I was like, look, Mom, new broom. And my dad was like, who cares? And I was like, everyone should care.
Everyone should care.
I'm very happy about my new broom.
There are superior brooms out there. And only people who use brooms would understand.
Exactly. Somebody needs to sweep then if they can't tell.
No, our cats. I wish my sister wasn't sick because I want her to build me a little area out front that will be like not a fence, a screened-in area for the cats.
That's what I want to do.
So I can kick them out.
Right. I only have 2 and I want to kick them out.
And because they are
but I don't want them to die. So.
I love them. Yeah, I don't want them to die.
Right.
So we do have coyotes too in the city.
Yeah.
And I love them and they're sweet. but they're also destructive. And if we don't clean their litter boxes out in a timely manner, they poop and pee just anywhere because they don't want to use their litter box. And so the reason why we haven't asked you guys to bring the dryer up yet.
Oh.
The house is smelling bad.
Mm.
And also, I had tried to start cleaning out my room, and there was so much stuff. The hallway looked trashed.
Mm.
So the hallway is almost clean. And I went out and bought like 4 things of Fabuloso because they've peed on the clothes that were in the hallway.
Ugh.
And pooped in them. And the smell of the pee does not come out. So I'm washing them with Fabuloso.
Yeah.
And then with our laundry detergent to try to get the smell out or covered. By the way, the apple Fabuloso is
top tier?
Yeah, it's top tier. And so then we're going to sweep and mop and then like do a deep clean. I'm also going to use a Fabuloso to wash the walls. I'm like, we've got to do something about the smell in the house.
Yeah.
Got to, because I cannot have people coming over. And we want to start having people back over again.
Yeah.
Like we missed game night with you guys.
Yeah.
And all of our friends. Chandler, who just got married.
I know.
And his wife could come over, and that would be so fun. And then maybe have a Bible study in our home.
That would be nice.
Yeah, actually, our
I would participate in a Bible study.
You would?
I mean, I would like to come.
One of our elders' wives suggested it because she said her dad, he's still technically an evangelist there, but he's like in his 90s. He only preaches a couple times a year.
90s. Whew.
I know.
Yeah.
His mind is so sharp.
Good for him.
He said to her, you should ask her about having a Bible study in her home because every time we do something, and she comes, like I go to almost everything. I mean, there's obviously things I
Good
can't
for you.
do, but I go to almost everything. And he goes, she's always up here on this side of town. She has to drive a long way. We should do something down there on her side.
Gosh, you have to drive up there. You have to drive down here.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Someone owes me some money.
I'm saying.
So I thought that was nice that he thought of us and like doing something down here, but my house is not set up for that right now. So
yeah.
I'm hoping that I can get it like smelling good and looking good so that we can have people over.
Yeah, that would be fun.
Yeah, I'll let you know.
Good for you though, being so active with your church. I'm
this
like
is the most active church I've ever been a part of.
It's good.
And my dad was really like he tried to do a lot with our congregation growing up. And like he always said, in Acts, the church met daily in each other's homes.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, we should be in each other's homes more, doing things with each other more. This congregation actually does that.
That's really good.
And it's so amazing, like not just for Bible studies, like, they invite people over for dinners.
Right.
Or like I'm doing that book club thing while the kids have their devos, the parents are doing the book club.
Yeah.
And it's really nice that they actually want to live what the scriptures teach. You know? I think that's really great.
Yeah, our church they try to do a lot of things too. And there's been 2 ladies' lunches that I've been invited to and I haven't gone to. I'm shy. But I actually was going to go. I was going to do it anyway. Because, they're so nice.
Yeah.
And they personally invite me. They personally try to encourage me to come.
Right.
And I want to go. I'm just like, a shy person, even though it might not seem like it. And
she is. Trust me.
I am. And so the first time I was going to go, but then Austin and Stetson both got sick. So we didn't even go to church that day.
Right.
And I was like, sorry, I'm not going to actually come. Maybe next time. Then the next time rolled around, and then Stetson had hand, foot, mouth disease.
Oh, no.
So we skipped church again because I didn't want to take him and him touch kids and touch things that other people are going to touch and whatever. And then that day was the next one, and I was like, well.
It's not really that's not your fault.
I don't think so either. But at the same time, it's like,
are they going to think
I
it's
probably,
an excuse?
Yeah, that. And like, I probably, if I really wanted to go, I probably could have still gone. But then who would have taken care of the sickness?
So
I could have maybe given somebody something, and I don't want to do that.
Right. A lot of people think that shy people are antisocial. But it's not, they're not antisocial. They're actually terrified to talk to other people. Brooke is one of the sweetest. You're one of the sweetest people, Brooke.
Thanks.
And I don't.
I feel like some people would disagree with you.
Well, they haven't put forth an effort to get to know you.
Thanks.
A lot of people don't think I'm nice either. It's okay.
You are. I remember. I don't know why we did this, but at work we were like, numbering the nicest people at work, and I was like, Becky's the nicest person. I don't remember who else was like, what do you mean I couldn't be? I think it was maybe like Jordan or Chandler, and I was like, look, y'all are nice, but nobody at this place is as nice as Becky.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Oh my god,
we're doing the podcast together.
Yeah, because we're nice.
No,
it's because
we think that each other are nice.
Because we like each other, because we're friends. Anyway, I don't know how we got on all that, but yeah, good for you for being so active. Probably I'm working on it. Anyway, okay, I do have hauls. I've got a lot of hauls. It's kind of insane.
Is this?
Yeah. I have Kindle hauls. I have this haul.
Okay, now you're gonna have to do like that video upstairs where it says, "I'm gonna read the first book I come to," or whatever. You're gonna have to start actually reading books.
I know.
that you buy.
I had gotten rid of
read, but I mean the books that you buy.
And I find it easier to read the things I buy on Kindle. But now I feel like they had a sale, and it was like $1.99, $2.99, and I bought like 3 books. And I was like, I gotta stop. I gotta stop. It'll add up.
Before you know it, Austin's gonna be like, "What did you?"
Yeah.
buy?
Why is there so many small purchases? Yeah. So I guess let me just sort of.
Are you starting with Kindle?
Yeah, I guess I should. That makes sense in my head. Okay. First one I bought on Kindle. It was like $1.99 on sale or something. It's called Safe and Sound, and it's a thriller by Laura McHugh. And I'm just going to read some of the synopsis. I'm not going to read everything because I've got a lot to go through. 6 years after their cousin vanished from their home while they were sleeping, 2 sisters set out to learn the truth behind what happened, even if it puts their own lives in danger. In this haunting thriller from the internationally best-selling author of What's Done in Darkness. So I don't know if anybody's heard of What's Done in Darkness by Laura McHugh, but same author. So it kind of wrote me in pretty quickly. I thought, oh, it sounds like a good thriller I'm going to get through. Somebody disappears from a house and they're like trying to understand what happened.
Right.
Sounds interesting to me. Then I got Vigilance by Robert Jackson Bennett, which I feel like his name sounds familiar other than this, but I don't know.
You didn't look it up?
Well, like I've heard of this book before, so I'm like, maybe, no, I didn't look up his name to see. But this says, Robert Jackson Bennett's Vigilance is a dark science fiction action parable from an America that has permanently surrendered to gun violence. Touchy. The United States, 2030. John McDean executive produces Vigilance, a reality game show designed to make sure American citizens stay alert to foreign and domestic threats. Shooters are introduced into a game environment, and the survivors get a cash prize. The TV audience is not the only one that's watching, though, and McDean soon finds out what it's like to be on the other side of the camera.
Ooh. So
it sounds like something crazy is going to happen on the set of this so-called reality show.
Yeah.
Then I got a sci-fi called 2312 by Kim Stanley Robinson. From the acclaimed author of New York 2140, which I also want to read, and Red Mars, this best-selling novel tells the story of a future where humanity has populated miraculous new habitats engineered across the solar system, and the one death that triggers a precarious chain of events that could destroy it all. The year is 2312. Scientific and technological advances have opened gateways to an extraordinary future. Earth is no longer humanity's only home. New habitats have been created throughout the solar system on moons, planets, and in between. But in this year, 2312, a sequence of events will force humanity to confront its past, its present, and its future. I said that all in one breath. Then I got a short story collection called Out There by Kate Folk, With a focus on the weird and eerie forces that lurk beneath the surface of ordinary experience, Kate Folk's debut collection is perfectly pitched, oh my goodness, to the madness of our current moment. A medical ward for a mysterious bone-melting disorder is the setting of a perilous love triangle. A curtain of void obliterates the globe at a steady pace, forcing Earth's remaining inhabitants to decide with whom they will want to spend eternity. A man fleeing personal scandal enters a codependent relationship with a house that requires a particularly demanding level of care, and so on and so forth. Bunch of random sci-fi short stories.
Excuse me.
So, and then I got a couple things on Kindle Unlimited, but when they're very short, I actually, you know what? We'll get into that later. That doesn't matter. Then I got all these. Well, actually, I've had this. I picked this up for a specific reason. There's somebody on YouTube who I watch who does she calls it the Buzzword Challenge every year. Maybe not every year, but the past couple of years I've watched her. And so like for January, you'd have to read a book with lost or wander or something searching in the title or whatever. That's just an example. And this month is she's doing, well, actually this year she's doing two things. She's doing book titles and then a cover prompt as well. So the title has things in it, things that happen, the word things, whatever. And then the cover is the book has to have books on it. And I was like, I have like no books that have books on them and like no books that have the word thing in the cover or the title.
Yeah.
I was really kind of struggling. I'm not going to lie to you. But I picked this up just off my shelf. It's called Lost for Words. I don't know what it is.
But it does have books on it.
Yeah, it has books on it. So that's that.
Thank goodness for edits.
I don't feel like reading the back of that. I got this sci-fi recently, Orbital by Samantha Harvey.
It has a bookmark in the front cover. Open up your front cover.
Oh, yeah. I got it at a bookstore that's going to come up in the subject in a minute.
Oh, sure.
So, and I got this at the same time. This is actually a sequel in a series, but you can read them separately. And I thought this cover looked better. And I was like, what? Should I buy both? Then I would have to buy all 3 books.
That's funny.
But I love this cover. It's called Death in the Dark Woods by Annalese Ryan. It has Bigfoot on it in the background.
Wait, let me see.
Yeah, it's called a Monster Hunter mystery.
Y'all know I love Bigfoot.
I love Bigfoot. So I'm excited to read that at some point. And then I got Elevation by Stephen King, which is very short.
That's the shortest Stephen King book I've ever seen.
So that, and then I got The Texas Murders by James Patterson and Andrew Bourelle? I don't know. I thought the cover looked pretty cool. I really want to read some more like serial killer-esque stuff.
Well,
so I'm thinking maybe
probably
this seemed serial killer-esque on the back and stuff. So then this was actually left in my little free library with a little ribbon tied around it. Yeah. And another one was left out there. I should have just grabbed both because the other one has short stories, I think, about pirates or something. I don't know why I left it out there. So this is also a short story collection. It's called These Ties We Forge by Anne J. Hill and Natalie Noel Truitt and others.
Cool.
I think it's middle grade-ish. Then my mother-in-law got us some goat books.
Oh, well, you need
about
those.
Our Nigerian dwarf goats.
That's cool.
So
she seems very nice.
She's pretty nice.
I mean, she would have to be. She raised your husband.
Exactly. Then I'm gonna scoot these back over. Done messed up the pile. I don't know if you can hear me. This is called, oh, it's got a bookmark in it. Just the Nicest Couple by Mary Kubica.
Yes.
Nice.
Have you been reading that?
I've tried to read some of it.
I see the bookmark.
So this book, the bookmark that you saw in the other book, it's from a bookstore. It's from Story on the Square.
Mm-hmm.
I was invited to a book club.
Oh, that's right.
That is partaking at Story on the Square. This is the book club book.
Okay.
I'm not gonna like try to talk bad about it because I'm excited, and I think it was the first time that this person was trying to host this book club. So maybe next time it'll be a little bit smoother. But I registered like a month ago. This book didn't come until like 2 days ago, and the book club meeting is tomorrow.
Oh.
And I was like, I'm not gonna be able to read it. I'm not. I'm gonna still go because like I know the person hosting it and my mom's going. I was like, I may as well. Yeah. So I don't know. My mom also got the book a couple days ago. Like everybody got the book a couple days ago. So I don't know if we're going to actually try to talk about the book or if we're just gonna say hi. We're all gonna read this book. I don't know. But I was like, I can't read it. I can't. I maybe could if we weren't doing so much already to get goats.
Right.
And even then, though, I still have to like watch Stetson, which when he naps, I probably could read a lot of that because I actually read, I think it was almost 35 pages in one sit down, and that was like maybe 30 minutes. Like it was very quick, and it reads really quick, and it's interesting enough. I just feel bad, So I'm hoping, I don't know, the next ones we get the books a little bit quicker.
Yeah.
And the bookstore provided the books. That was great. And if it was on Everand or Kindle Unlimited, I would have already tried to read it, but it wasn't. It's coming on Everand tomorrow.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So,
Dear Everand.
yeah. Get it a little quicker.
Oh, wait. Am I kicking the thing again?
No, I don't think so. No.
I'm so terrified.
No. So, that's pretty much all my hauls. I'm sure I forgot something. Yeah. Okay. Proceed.
So, currently reading.
Well, I'm currently reading. Yeah. Oh, this goes back to when I said my story graph has gone wild.
Yeah.
Yeah. Floating. I don't even know. I can't even tell you the amount of books I'm technically reading right now. So this says 5, but that's only because there's one that I couldn't input and I've got to try it again to input it.
Mm-hmm.
So technically I am reading 6 books.
Oh, wow.
I'm going crazy. One is very short and it's on Kindle Unlimited. It's less than 100 pages and it is a horror book, but it has things in the title, going back to the buzzword thing I'm trying to participate in. I've technically failed for last month, but I think if I read the book that was the prompts for last month, this month, that should make up for it.
Sure.
But this month, I'm trying.
Make up your own rules, Brooke.
Yeah. So this is called This Is Where We Talk Things Out by Caitlin Marceau. It's 86 pages. It's on Kindle Unlimited. It is a horror book. And I don't know if you can see the cover, but kind of an interesting cover.
Oh, that's creepy.
It is a little creepy, right? This is the synopsis. I'm just
going
going
to sound like a word I knew.
Yeah. Maybe she made it up for something. I don't know. I don't know this author. I don't know. No, you're the only author I know. Actually, after Miller's father dies, she agrees to a girl's vacation away from the city to reconnect with the only family she has left. Hair on my phone. Although she's eager to make things work, Miller can't help but worry that her mother is seeing their countryside retreat as a fun weekend getaway instead of what it really is, a last-ditch effort to repair their relationship. Unfortunately, that quickly becomes the least of Miller's problems. There's not a whole much more. Yeah. So this says it's like a cross between Stephen King's Misery and then something called Darling Rose Gold, which I've never read. But Misery? Yeah, I could see it. It's similar. Feels similar. She's like isolated in this wintry cabin somewhere. I think it's like Pennsylvania or something like that. And it's creepy. It's eerie. Like, okay, first she's estranged from her mom for whatever reason. Her mom starts like stalking her pretty much, harassing her to get her to just hang out with her, to do something to, rekindle their relationship. So she's like, fine. We'll go. I think it's odd that she's going away with her on the week for a weekend. especially if she's been harassing her. But whatever. Miller's doesn't seem that bright. So she goes, and then she doesn't even know where she's going. Her mom picks her up, and she's like, so where are we going? And her mom won't tell her. And I'm like, red flag. So, get out of the car. So they get to
like
this.
An I Survived episode.
Right. So they drive like hours, and she falls asleep.
Mm-hmm.
And they show up to the snowy cabin, and she's like, oh, okay, we're just at a cabin for the weekend in the snow. That I guess will be fun. And she goes inside, and she's like, wait a second, something is wrong. And the inside of the house is completely perfectly decorated like it was like her house growing up.
Oh.
Like her mom saved all the furniture and like things down to like a candle holder on the windowsill. You know, like every little thing.
Oh.
And she's like, this is weird. This is weird. Why did you do this? And her mom's playing it off like, well, your father recently passed away and I've been going to therapy, and the therapist says that this is a way I could cope with all the changes from all of that and having to move out of their home, I guess, and stuff. And I was like, okay. But it's pretty creepy. Like, she's already gone to sleep one night and like woke up in the middle of the night and nothing happened. But I was like, oh my gosh, something is going to happen.
Chained to bed yet.
Right. And it's very eerie. I definitely expected something to happen. And she was like walking around the cabin with snow on the ground at night, and it's dark and it's quiet, and her mom's asleep in the room. Like, I assume her mom's asleep in the room. I don't know. I've seen horror movies. This is weird. It's pretty good so far for, you know, being as creepy as it is and stuff, which is what I want out of it. So then I'm reading Just the Nicest Couple by Mary Kubica. I'm only 10% in, and I don't think I'm going to finish at all. And
you better do a lot of reading tonight.
Why are you doing this to me, Storygraph? Okay. You know, I think my world would end if Storygraph crashed.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
I can see that. How many books have you read towards your goal? Like, are you ahead?
I am
by a
ahead.
certain amount?
I am ahead by 10 books.
Nice. I'm behind by 8.
I love that, don't you? I love how it's so funny. Like, I'm like, oh, I'm ahead. And you can just sort of stay ahead very easily if you just keep going.
Yeah.
But then, like, the second you get one book behind, it's like it adds up so quickly.
Yeah.
And I'm like, Storygraph,
Well,
chill.
I'm still listening to that. Well, I don't want to, I mean, you probably know, but it's like a 42-hour book.
Yeah. Yeah, you're listening to long books.
Yeah.
And I've been reading a lot of short books.
Don't worry. I'm going to make that number up.
That's right.
I'm almost done. Anyway,
Read a short story collection right after, like, where they're separate, like on Kindle.
Right.
So I'm at 24 books, and I'm 10 books ahead.
That's nice.
So my goal is 65. Whoop, whoop. Anyway, I'm also reading a sci-fi-ish book called Light Years from Home by Chen. I'm almost done, actually. I think I only have like an hour left. I'm listening to it. And okay. Yeah, here it is. The synopsis. Oh, this is long. I'll try. Okay. When Evie's UFO network uncovers a new event, she goes to investigate and discovers Jacob is back. He's different, older, stronger, and talking of an intergalactic war. But the tensions between the siblings haven't changed at all. If the family is going to come together to help Jacob, then Cass and Evie are going to have to fix their issues and fast because the FBI is after Jacob. And if their brother is telling the truth, possibly an entire space armada too, Evie Shao and her sister Cass aren't on speaking terms. 15 years ago, doesn't that sound like it was typed up and it was like very not connected? 15 years ago on a family camping trip, their father and brother vanished. Their dad turned up days later, dehydrated and confused and convinced he'd been abducted by aliens. Their brother Jacob remained missing. The women dealt with it very differently. Cass, suspecting her college dropout twin, simply ran off, became the rock of the family. Evie traded academics to pursue alien conspiracy theories, always looking for Jacob. With heart and insight, Chen crosses the stakes and imagination of a space opera with the emotional depth and intricacy of a family drama. Yeah, it's okay. It's good. It's all right. That's what it is. Basically, they disappear one night and they come back, and Jacob's like, not Jacob, their dad's back and says, oh, we were abducted by aliens. And they took Jacob. They wouldn't give Jacob back, but I'm back. And he has this artifact that could be a rock, could be something from an alien. We don't know.
Maybe he's the alien.
And then, he disappeared, or it didn't say that. Never mind, I'm not going to spoil that part. And then all of a sudden, Jacob's back. Whoa, what happened to Jacob? Where's Jacob been? It's like been 15 years too. Like, I don't think the synopsis said that exactly. It's been a long time.
That's crazy.
And they're like, where have you been? Cass doesn't believe him at all when he starts saying that he's been up in space doing things with aliens. He's like an alien soldier, basically. Oh. And there's this species called the Awakened who might be threatening Earth now because Jacob is back. And they're like, do you need medical attention? Like, are you crazy? Because I don't believe him. And it's just take off from there. It's interesting. It's what I expected it to be. Like, I expected it to be, is this real? Or is he actually just mentally unstable? So it's pretty good. I don't want to spoil which one it is. But I'm almost done with it. And I don't know how it's going to end. It's kind of interesting. Then I'm technically reading an Agatha Christie.
Okay.
Yeah. It's actually upstairs. No, it's in my purse, which is upstairs. It's in my purse. I'm reading Crooked House.
Crooked House. I read that one. What's it about? I mean,
I'm only a little bit just like this much in. Because I'm just picking up random books and putting them down. It is about this man who he wants to marry this woman. I can't even remember their names now. This is why you should not read 6 books at a time. Because you can't even think about.
I can't keep it straight.
Yeah, anything. And this man wants to marry this woman, but he has to go away for like a year for work and stuff. And he's like, but when I come back, we're going to get married. And she's like, cool. Because she wants to marry him. Mm-hmm. Great. So he comes back and he's like, okay, I'm back. Let's get married. And she's like, I can't. And he's like, what? Why? She's like, my great grandfather? I don't remember. One of those has passed away. And he's like, oh, I'm so sorry. That's horrible. How are you coping? Blah, blah, blah. But what does that have to do with us getting married? And she's like, well, it's the fact that it's why he died, how he died. So they don't think he died naturally. He was old. He was like 80 something, mm-hmm. But they don't think he died naturally. She doesn't think. I think she's the only one who doesn't think that he died naturally. So there's an investigation about to start. And that's about as far as I am. So
I was trying to see if I can remember it.
But it's called Crooked House, and I think because she refers to their house as a crooked house because a lot of her relatives suddenly have to move back, and they're all a little weird.
Yeah.
Something's off with the family. So there's also a Netflix movie, something show, one of them. It's on Netflix. That's cool. I have not watched it, obviously, because I want to read it. But my cover is an old cover, so it's hard to find on Storygraph. And so I went to input it, and it didn't work, so I have to manually input it, which I still haven't done. So my Storygraph says I'm reading 5 things, and I'm technically reading 6.
Well, I'm still only reading 2, so.
That's the life. Keep it there. I'm so stressed from my own choices. I had also started an audiobook called The Inner Life of Animals by Peter Wohlleben.
Ooh, is that a book where like the animals talk?
No.
Oh, boo.
It's nonfiction.
Oh, okay.
But it has goats on the cover.
So that's why you got it.
Yeah, so I was like, well, may as well. And I think I prefer true crime.
Yeah.
Or animal nonfiction. It's like that's what I like. So I have barely listened to it. I plan on listening to it, but I don't know why I was like, I don't feel like listening to this, and so I started the sci-fi.
You've really
grown,
surprised me in what you've been reading lately. I mean, I don't even know who you are anymore.
I know. It's so random. And I really wasn't planning on picking up a horror right now, but then I was like, it's only 86 pages. It fits the prompt I'm trying to play along with, and it's on Kindle Unlimited, and I was interested in it. Like, it was already like in my TBR,
right?
Basically, there's a lot of things, and I'm reading. Technically, I'm reading more nonfiction than I thought, but one of them is with the church, and that one's the parenting book. So that's staying on here until we're all done,
right?
So that's all I'm reading.
The kids' Devo has put us adults behind in our books. Like, I'm sure that we've all read more than 4 chapters. Some of us have read the whole book, but we haven't had our meetings because they keep canceling the Devos. So, like, they canceled one Devo and all the other parents still met. And I'm like, oh, I thought we were meeting with the Devo. Sorry, I missed it. And so then the next Devo, the kids canceled, and they were supposed to have a Devo this last Saturday, and they canceled. I'm like, are y'all gonna ever have a Devo again?
Right? You're like, I want to read the book.
Am I gonna meet with the grown-ups? Am I gonna have adults?
Yeah.
Ever again?
Right. Yeah.
This weekend is their indoors training, so they're probably not having one this weekend because they're doing where the girls spend the night at one house and the boys spend the night at another house, and they do learn how to lead singing, put together a little talk, and then the moms come the next day and we listen to the girls. We have a Devo with them, and they lead us in a song.
Oh, that's nice.
And they give us a talk, and then the boys usually on Sunday afternoon give us their talks and lead us in songs. And so that's this coming weekend. And then the next weekend is the father-daughter camping trip.
Yeah.
I don't think we're having anything the next couple of Saturdays.
Yeah. Maybe y'all have like a group message. Is that what it is?
Yeah, he's been sending out emails to let us know, hey, by the way, they canceled the kids' Devo.
I'd be like, okay, but are we still gonna?
So he initially said we're not going to, right?
Right.
And then he said, oh, we're the Greers have opened up their house to us for anyone who can come. But I didn't even, he sent it 3 hours before I saw it.
Oh.
But I didn't see it in time to go.
Right.
So I didn't go.
Yeah. I'm bad at checking my email. I need a text. And sometimes I'm bad at that.
At least I saw it the same day. Sometimes I don't see it. And they're like, I sent you a text a few days ago or an email a few days ago. I'm like, oh.
Did you know?
And I'm like checking my email.
Because I don't even look at my email.
But anyway, so I'm still reading my same 2 books. A Memory of Light by Robert Jordan and Brandon Sanderson. And then Losing Control and Liking It by Tim Sanford. Sorry, that was really... I still need an eye appointment and new glasses, in case you didn't know.
Yeah.
I'm 91% through A Memory of Light, though. You remember when I said that I knew people were going to die?
Yeah.
I didn't know everyone was going to die.
I didn't know this many people.
I mean, that might be an exaggeration. So if you haven't read it yet, don't go by that. You know, when you read it. Plus, there are some surprise relivings that happen. So I don't remember I don't know if I said when I read the second book, I think it was, when Matt blew the horn of Valier, and all of the ghosts of like the great leaders from their past came forward and helped them fight a battle with the Chen.
Reminds me of Harry Potter.
Yeah. And the Shan are now like allies and not enemies anymore. But that was kind of weird, and I don't know how I feel about that because I hated the Shan for so long. But anyway, they help win this battle, and it wasn't the last battle, and that's what the Horn of Valor is for, is to blow the horn at the final battle so they can come and help you win the final battle.
Magical.
So all through the last 10 or 11 books, however many from that one, I'm pretty sure it was the second book that happened until now. The Horn of Valor has been hidden safely somewhere, and so they went and got it so they could bring it to Matt because he's the one who blew it the first time. So he has to blow it at the final battle. And all this stuff was happening, and it wasn't getting to him. And this little boy had it, and he was being attacked by Trollocs. And I was so fearful. And I don't mean to give this away to anyone who hasn't read it and might want to, but the little boy blew the horn out of desperation. And something happened in like the third or fourth, maybe even the fifth book, where Matt dies, but he didn't die. Like he was hanged and Rand rescued him. So he almost died. I don't know. Got brought back to life. But something like that. So he wasn't connected to the horn anymore, but nobody knew that, not even Matt, all through the rest of the books. So when the little boy blew the horn, all of the heroes come from the dead.
And it's like a real dramatic.
It's very dramatic.
Yeah.
And so like they're helping, and there was one death in particular that had already happened at this point that I couldn't believe it. But when they blew the horn, it kind of made sense that they would write it that way because she was one of the heroes and she had gotten pulled out by accident from where she was waiting for the final battle. And so she had been living as a human. I mean, she is a human, but she'd been living in this world when she really wasn't supposed to be there. But still, we were kind of attached to her. So when she died, it was like, no.
Yeah.
But then they blew the horn and she came back.
Ah.
And then there was another person. I'm spoiling it all over the place. You're going to have to put spoilers, spoilers, spoilers. There was another person who died. And I knew he was somebody more important than what he was being led on to be. He was just an old man. But I knew there had to be more to it.
Right.
I felt like he was in disguise as an old man, or I couldn't quite put my finger on who he was. Well, he was a hero from modern times. Jane Farstrider is his name. And he was like a modern hero. He wasn't one of the ancient heroes that's supposed to come back with the horn. But he died saving someone else's life. So when the little boy blew the horn, he came to rescue the little boy. It just happened today when I was listening to it, and I was like, "Oh my gosh!"
She's like, yeah.
And of course, the little boy was so excited to see him because he says, "They told me you died," and
a beautiful moment.
It was. There was.
I love that.
There have been several beautiful moments in how some of the people have died, giving their life for the final battle and for the people of the world. And it's just like something amazing happened with Egwene, which I don't want to give that away, but it was so amazing because I'm giving everything else away. But I was like, I texted our friend Andrew and I was like, oh, what did I say?
I love when the story, like the action is happening and like a pivotal moment happens and it really makes you like, oh my gosh,
He got like 5 rapid text messages from me.
I can't believe this.
Let's see. I put Egwene, what a glorious deed, and that's all I put. But it was glorious.
Yeah.
That was the only way to describe it. So I'm 91% of the way through, and I cannot wait to see how it ends because there's been this like moment of understanding from everybody, especially Rand, who is like the main character, and he's the one who's supposed to defeat the Dark One. And there's been this huge, crazy battle, like going back and forth, and then he's been able to see like his friend's dying. Even though he's not on the battlefield, he's in a different, like there's multiple battlefields. And so he's not with them, but he's able to see them, and he's like crying because his friends are dying.
Yeah.
But then he hears his dad in his head, like telling him something, and it makes him have this moment, this aha moment. And so I can't wait to see what happens now, like at the end, and how he ends up defeating the Dark One. So he's not going to be able to defeat him the way he wanted to. That was revealed. Like he wanted to kill the Dark One. But there's a thing that happens when the Dark One forces someone into service to him. Their eyes kind of, like you look in their eyes and they're not there.
Mm-hmm.
Like they're acting and talking like themselves, but their eyes are kind of empty.
Yeah.
And in the vision where he kills the Dark One, the same thing happens. Everyone's happy and everyone's acting the same, but there's nothing behind their eyes because they don't have the ability to choose to do good.
Yeah.
Or to choose to do bad because the Dark One's not there. So
I have a word in my head I want to say, but I can't think of, like almost like brainwashed, but there's something else I want to say.
It takes their free will away.
Yeah.
And so then Rand realizes he can't kill him. Yeah. That's what he wanted to do because then there would not be any more evil. But if there's not evil, there can't be good.
Yeah.
I mean, there can be, but you don't have the choice.
Right.
So it's not really good because you can't choose evil, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
And so it's crazy. I can't wait to see what happens. I can't wait to see the very end. Like, it's coming.
Is this the last one?
It's the last one.
What are you going to do, Becky?
I don't know.
What are you going to do?
Go back to Cozy Mysteries. It's going to be weird.
Read some mysteries for a while.
It's going to be weird to not be in this
I know.
world.
You're going to be done with that fantasy series.
I know.
That's crazy.
It's weird. And I've got 21 chapters in my second book.
Yeah.
They're all on my phone. I've got 2 typed out on the computer.
Mm-hmm.
So
that's exciting.
I'm hoping it's going to be better than the first one is. I think it's good, but now that I'm done with it, I think, I could have done this. I could have done that.
Yeah.
That's how I could have made it deeper and stuff. And so like, I'm hoping with the second one that I'm going to be more detailed and more in depth, which is fine. I think it's fine that the first one's not more detailed and not more in depth than it could have been or whatever than it is, because it's the lead up.
Yeah.
And anyway, like whenever you read in a series, the first one always has fewer details.
Yeah.
I think than the next.
I tend to like the second book
more than the first.
More
one?
than
because of that.
The first because of that. Like I like the first book. You want it to be good. You want it to rope you in. You want to be like, oh, what's going to happen next to these people? But then the second book, I love when I enter the sequel to the first one, and whatever it is. And there's just so much more built on, and you're being thrown back into it, and even more than you were in the first book. That's like with Twilight. Twilight was good, but like I love New Moon. New Moon was just, I love it, and it's not there's 2 more after that, but New Moon's my favorite.
Right.
And then A Court of Thorns and Roses is good, and I wanted to know like what was going to happen, but then A Court of Mist and Fury, my favorite book out of the entire series. I love that one. It is awesome because there's so much more that gets thrown into it.
Yeah.
And there's so many more details. There's training montages. There's new rivals. There's whatever.
Yeah.
And it's just fun.
I've had some ideas. Well, like in the second one, magic is being introduced.
Yeah.
And I set it up in the first one. You don't know that I'm setting it up, that magic's going to be introduced, but some of the people or things that I introduced in the first one, that's how they get to the magic in the second one. And the third one's going to be even crazier because I've already thought of a couple of things, like how I've been trying to think of, okay, so how does magic get into the world? Because I don't want it to be through a deity. I don't want it to be a book about religion or gods or anything like that. And I just think that's been done.
Yeah.
And
it's been done a lot.
Like, I don't know. I don't want to try to figure out some kind of religion
Yeah.
to write. It's hard enough to try to figure out the magic.
Yeah.
To not copy someone else's magic.
And then where do your rules start with the magic? Like,
right. And so, so I've already thought about something. I can't really reveal it because then why would you buy my book? Because I'd tell you about it. But like this, I can tell you that when magic is used, there's going to be a way to know who used it, like a magic signature.
That's cool.
And only certain people who have magical abilities can see the magical signature.
I like that.
So something is happening in this book. Well, there's a plague. I think I've mentioned that before. She's got to save her people from a plague.
Well, I like that too. I want all the human killing diseases.
And with the magic that's happening in the book, there's going to be a moment where someone says, "Oh, there's a magical signature here," and that's going to lead to some other things. The third one's going to be even more wild because there's going to be a realm of the dead.
Oh my gosh.
And
that sounds so spooky.
There's going to be magic in the realm of the dead.
Yeah.
The realm of the dead's not going to be
a spooky realm of the dead.
Unless I change my mind.
I want some skeletons trying to kill me.
The way I have it set
Inferni in Harry Potter, is that what they're called?
Yeah, I think so.
Something like that. Similar to that, if not.
In the realm of the dead, the good people who die are up and around like they're still living.
Okay.
And the bad people are in prisons underground or whatever. Yeah. But I might change that a little bit. There might be something I change about that to add something to it if I need to. But the third book is going to be, I've been trying to develop it, even though I'm still only on the second book.
Well, sometimes you have to okay, well, actually, I want this to happen in the third book. Let me figure out how I need to make it.
Right.
How can we get there in the second book?
Well, and there's going to be different revelations in this book and the next book. Like, okay, how did magic get here? And like I said, that's going to be revealed in the third book. And then I already know my next series.
There you go. I told you. I don't think you told me.
So it's going to be in the fantasy world, the same. It's going to be increase. And the queen is going to be there. Leora is going to be there, but she's not going to be the main character anymore. Mm-hmm. Her children will be.
Okay.
And so
it's giving Dune.
Never read Dune. Her son likes to tinker, so he's going to be like an inventor, but he uses magic as his invention. So he's going to create, I don't know yet what we're going to call them, but like buses or trains that are powered by magic. And they're going to move faster than horses so that it makes sense to use them. Mm-hmm. But also you can use them to carry your horses from one town to the next. Yeah. So you can travel with your own horse. You won't have to rent one, mm-hmm. whatever. And two of the girls are going to be private detectives. Mm. And they also are magicians, but they can see that magic trace that I was talking about. Yeah. And they're going to use it to solve murders. It's going to be a fantasy murder mystery series.
Becky! That sounds so fun.
So I'm super
love
excited.
That.
I was thinking, well, what can I write that my mom will want to read?
Yeah.
A murder mystery. And I was like, has anyone ever done a fantasy murder mystery?
Man, I don't know.
So I'm gonna try my hand at it.
Oh, that's gonna be so cool.
So
I'm excited.
So
that's cool. Please hold. Okay, yeah, that's really cool. Sorry, I had to send a text. I had to
okay.
When you think about something, you got to do it then and there, or it's like over.
Yeah.
So I kind of never jumped back to. I mean, we're already.
Sorry.
No, it doesn't matter.
I did cut you off. I'm sorry.
There's too much. There's too much, and we're already at an hour.
Oh.
But I did read. I try to keep track. I'm like, okay, we haven't, talked this week, and then we haven't talked the next week. So it's like, okay, I do try to keep track. I'm like, what what was I reading when we last talked? Okay, what have I finished after
Right.
that? But then at a certain point, it's like, it's a moot point. It doesn't matter anymore.
Tell us what you finished reading. It does matter.
Sorry, it does matter. But it's like, when it's not fresh, it's kind of like, meh, I don't even care that much anymore. Like, it was fun while it lasted. But like, meh. I read... Sorry. The very first one, I'm thinking, what you just said, you really surprised me about what you've been reading. Which, that's really funny that you say that. But I read a middle grade book,
Mm-hmm.
and it's called Moo, M-O-O, like what the cow says, by Sharon Creech. She's a middle grade author. And technically Moo was also like a poetry book, apparently. I did not realize that.
Oh.
But it was like, it read like a normal little story, except there was some extra, accents on things
Like a rhythm.
Yeah. I don't do poetry, sorry. I don't really do poetry. My sister does poetry. But it was only 2 hours on audiobook,
Mm-hmm.
and I just listened to it real quick. It's about this, something happens. They live in New York. It's a family, mom, dad, brother, sister. They live in New York. Something happens. I think somebody loses their job. So they're like, what are we gonna do? And the sister's like, let's move to Maine. And she's like 8 or maybe a little older. So it's like, should we just do what the 8-year-old says? But then
Maine is beautiful.
I want to go to Maine. And then they up and go to Maine, and they move to Maine.
Wow.
And she was like, I don't remember what she said. But she's like, man, maybe I should have said Paris. We're just going to do what I said. And so they moved to Maine. They moved to like a rural area,
Mm-hmm.
and they end up being neighbors to like a farm, kind of. Not really like she's not like actively getting eggs, milk, selling animals, whatever. But she has a cow. She has a snake that she takes care of. She has like one chicken, a pig, like a few little animals that she just takes care of. But the kids want to work with the cow. The cow's like kind of standoffish, doesn't really like a lot of people. It's kind of like a naughty cow, And the owner's like, well, if you can work with her, I'll let you show her in the next show coming up. And they're like, okay. So it's just a cute little story about them working with the cow.
Oh, that's cute.
It was pretty cute for what it was. And I put 5-star on here because, it's worth a 5-star. But like, when I was done, I was like, I think I just started listening to something without actually understanding what I was listening to.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't want to, I think I could have liked it more if I was like a younger person, Like, what did I got enough out of it, I guess, but it's not for me. Like, it wasn't for this 30-year-old.
Right.
It's for children. So I put 5-star anyway because it was cute. And at the same time that they're working with the cow, they're like learning about farm life. Like, they were city people, and also like why they had to move, just, their life stuff.
Right.
So it was cute. It was a cute little story. Very short. Then I read, I don't even know if we talked about that I had finished Mickey 7, the sci-fi.
I don't think so.
Well, I finished that, and it was really good. And that's a movie now. Well, the movie's called Mickey 17. But I finished Mickey 7. It was really good. And I finished the sequel, and that was also pretty good. See, it's like already gone. It was a fun sci-fi story about this guy who he's called they're expendable.
Oh, wait.
Yeah.
You did talk about the one.
Yes, I know I talked about Mickey 7.
I don't know if you told me you finished it. But
Right.
You did talk about
That's why I don't remember. And he is this colony on this planet, expendable.
Right.
And what an expendable is they use him for the jobs where somebody's probably going to die doing whatever. Like, they're new to this planet, they have to explore it, blah, blah, blah. So they send him out to like explore the caves underground.
Right.
We don't know if there's...
But he doesn't come back.
Right. We don't know if there's creatures down there that could kill us. And they have limited people. They can't just send their people down there. Whatever. And so he dies repeatedly and is brought back. But like, he feels the death every time. It's not like he just can, boop, I'm in a new body. I didn't feel any pain or anything. Like he dies multiple times. And it's also kind of comedic at the same time. So it was funny. And there's action thrown in there. There's the sci-fi element of them being on a completely alien planet and having to explore stuff. And then he talks about other colonies and their failed colonies and blah, blah, blah. It was pretty good. And then the second one just, grew from that. And they had to get back a weapon that the, I guess, locals of the planet ended up taking.
Oh.
So, but they didn't understand what they had and stuff. Like, it was funny. It's just a funny story, and they have to go get that weapon back, and, people die, things blow up. It was good. I liked it. Then I listened to a thriller, What Lies in the Woods by Kate Alice Marshall, and I actually really liked it. It's just funny because I actually rated this 4 stars, and the sci-fi stuff I rated 5 stars. But then I just said, I really like this, and I thought that was good. I don't know. Anyway. But if you kind of like Pretty Little Liars, that kind of stuff, it really made me think, oh, this is sort of like Pretty Little Liars, but like for a grown woman instead of a teenager. So really, really interesting. Really good. I'm pretty sure the twist had surprised me. I didn't see it really coming. I throw them out there left and right, and I'm wrong a lot of the times. So it's always fun.
Throwing stuff against the wall.
Yeah. But I remember I'm pretty sure the twist stumped me. Then I read a thriller suspense action-y series, I guess, called the first one was called The Last Monument by Michael C. Grumley. And then, I actually, see, we didn't talk about the Colorado books I wanted to read in Colorado. And this is one of them. Okay. It starts off in Denver.
Okay.
So I was like, oh, okay, that'd be fun. I'm not gonna, yeah. It was good. It was somewhat Indiana Jones-esque, action-packed.
Yeah.
There's a mystery. We're trying to find kind of like an artifact. What's going on? And then I read the sequel to it, which is The Desert of Glass, which I didn't like as much. And I don't know. I think at one point I sort of just kind of got bored with it. But it was okay. It was fine. And then I read a short story, the first short story in a series of sci-fi short stories, again, on Kindle. This series is called The Far Reaches, and this book was called How It Unfolds by James S.A. Corey, who I believe has a lot of big sci-fi series, which I have not read anything else by him, but it was pretty good. I'm trying to remember what it was about. And I can't remember. Let's see what this says. It'll jog my memory. Yeah, it was actually very much like it. Well, it felt a lot like Mickey 7. Roy Court and his crew are taking the trip of a lifetime, several lifetimes, in fact. Duplicated and dispatched across the galaxy, searching for Earth-like planets, many possibilities for the future. Many possibilities for the future. That's the sentence. I guess that's right. It's just weird. Yet for Roy, no matter how many of him there are, there's still just one painful, unchangeable past. In what world can a broken relationship be reborn? The universe is so vast, there's always room for hope. Okay, I kind of remember what this was about. They send out, kind of like Mickey 7, how he gets multiple bodies. But with that, it's only one at a time. This, Earth has sent out multiple of them, of the same people, to different far reaches, get it? Different planets, light years from each other, blah, 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 to try and colonize, but they're the same people. So, and we followed just the one who, on Earth, I can't remember if he proposed and he got rejected, or if he was married and they ended up separating. I can't remember, but I think he just got rejected. And so he's like, oh, darn. And he brings the ring with him. And then he actually kept the ring on like the scanner process that they were using to then make multiples. So they all have the ring. And so he wants to try to, you know, maybe I can vamp our relationship again. I guess. I don't know. So maybe she'll love me now. And so when you think about that, it's kind of like a tragic romance.
Yeah.
And all of these lives of him have this ring and are with these people. And so he's the same woman is with him. And yeah. But it was pretty good. Less than an hour to read, I think. So yep, I've definitely been trying to read a lot of short stuff. Yeah.
All right.
I hope any of that made sense.
It did. But, well, and if it didn't, they can read the show notes.
Yeah. Read the books yourself. You'll get it. Man. And I feel like there's so much more. There's so much more I could talk about, but I'm not gonna.
No, we gotta go get hay.
Yeah.
And I gotta dress.
I think they're already on the way back. So I might just go with Austin.
Oh, heard.
Which works out better because he knows what he wants to get.
That's true.
So
that's true. Don't want to get the wrong thing.
Yeah.
Well, happy St. Patrick's Day.
Yeah.
Happy St. Patrick's Day, you guys. I don't know when you're going to see this. It won't be on St. Patrick's Day, but.
No, Lord, it might be St. Patrick's Day next year. I'm just kidding. 2026.
Hope you had a good St. Patty's Day.
No.
Gotta go get a green drink now.
Right. That's funny. I don't know about Dunkin', but I really feel like you could get a green one at Starbucks.
I bet I could.
You probably could.
I might have to do that.
That'd be funny.
That's a lot of money.
I wore green. This is green, and this has green in it.
I have green earrings on.
Stetson's got a green sweatshirt on.
I'm pretty sure there's green in these pants, but I wanted to make sure.
Yeah, because you were going to get pinched.
Oh, all right. Well, thank you for listening as always. It's wonderful to know that there are so many kindred spirits in the world. Make sure to keep checking out Sideways Sheriff. And let us know if you've read any of these books. If there are any books you would recommend to us.
That's exciting.
I'm so excited. And then, of course, we have merchandise, which is being covered up here. I did find one of my shirts the other day. So.
I almost wore one of them, but I was like, I want more green.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's not enough in those.
Yeah.
There's plenty of orange.
Yeah, there's plenty of orange. Definitely orange in one of them. And then there's these. So it's like blues.
Like a teal.
No, there's kind of green.
Yeah.
Anyway,
so
whatever.
At some point we'll wear those shirts and you'll see what we're talking about.
You'll know.
Trust me. Plus, we did at one point put them up on Instagram and Facebook.
Yeah.
So we also have other merchandise. In case you're interested, just email us. Let us know. And until next time, stay happily booked.
Bye.
Bye.